Hello, my name is Dan Knowles. I'm a Chartered Surveyor, an RSES Registered Valuer and Director of Sawyer Fielding Limited. If this is the first one of our videos you have watched, then please go back and check out our entitlements videos for landlords or resident occupiers. This is one of a number of videos that we are making to help our clients understand both their entitlements and also the process to expect if they are affected by compulsory purchase. This particular video is for disturbance compensation as it applies to residential properties. It is a rather simple guide, so please do speak with us about your individual circumstances so we can advise further as well. Now, what you're currently looking at is part of a guide that we provide all of our clients with on disturbance compensation. Now, this part is about what you can claim for. We will move on to some of the bigger ticket items which relate to costs for buying somewhere else as well. But the first thing you'll notice here is that non-resident owners unfortunately are not allowed to claim for as many things as resident owners. This has been the law for quite a long time. Now, what you can claim for here are things like the floor covering and window dressing. Now, that's, for example, carpets, which cannot be reused because they don't fit, or perhaps an item of furniture, which you're unable to take with you without causing irreparable damage to it, or perhaps some curtains which won't fit where you move to. Now, for landlords, unfortunately, you're really limited to disconnecting appliances here, so a far smaller amount. But if we scroll down just here, this is where it gets a bit more interesting and far more important. And this is for the cost for buying somewhere else. Now, both resident owners and landlords are entitled to recover things like stamp duty. That's the tax that you pay when you buy another property. It is capped, but it's capped at the amount that would be paid if you were buying somewhere of the same price that you sell at. If you buy somewhere more expensive, then you'd end up paying part of it yourself without being able to recover it. And then there are also additional costs such as solicitors' fees and a mortgage arrangement fee. On the subject of solicitors' fees, remember that typically the fees for selling the property that is subject to compulsory purchase are paid separately. So we're here looking at the fees for buying your replacement property. And for a survey fee, you can think of a survey as like a health check for the property you're considering buying, albeit it can also include a market valuation if you choose. And this can be reclaimed. All of these costs are subject to reasonableness. And if you'd like our advice on any one of them, then please ask. On the survey fees, we can also provide you with a survey ourselves as an additional service if you'd like us to. We're now looking at how to claim disturbance compensation. Now, the legal entitlement is through what's called an evidence route. This is where you collect all of your receipts together for costs you incur in moving and just after you've moved, and then look to reclaim those as far as the law permits. And where you don't have receipts, provide whatever evidence is suitable in the circumstances. And that's the legal route, called the evidence route. However, what a lot of local authorities are doing, and what we have successfully negotiated elsewhere, is a lump sum payment. Now, this payment is based on estimates of what you would otherwise be able to claim for, but rather than having to pay out and then reclaim afterwards, this payment is made on the date that you sell in a lump sum. But of course, you then can't claim a second time for it afterwards. Now we are considering when a claim can be made. If you've already made the lump sum payment, then that's it. It's all done in full and final settlement. If you haven't and you're going down the evidence route, then you'll want to consider when you're able to submit a claim, which will be as soon as you've sold the property or lost it to compulsory purchase, and also when the claim must be settled by. Now, claims should be settled no later than 6 years after you've lost the property. And the reason for that is because after 6 years, you lose the right to third-party determination in the event that you cannot agree with the acquiring authority how much is payable. But there is one caveat to this as well. For landlords, there is legislation that suggests that the replacement property that you are buying needs to be in the UK and acquired within 1 year, starting on the date that you sell. Now, it is a moot point which is disputed by some practitioners, and there is case law to suggest that actually that legislation no longer applies. But whilst it is common practice and often replicated in contracts for sale, it is a sensible move to try and acquire the property within 1 year to avoid the potential of a dispute later down the line. Hopefully that has proven a useful guide. There is a lot of case law in particular on disturbance compensation payments, so please do check with us your individual circumstances. And if you'd like advice on issues, for example, like capital gains tax, rollover relief, or if you're looking at evicting a tenant and need some advice there, then please do give us a call on 0203 011 5300. That's 0203 011 5300, or email us at office@sawyerfielding.co.uk, and either myself or one of my team will be happy to help. Thank you.